All right, back like we never left because we never did leave. You got your boy Love on the Hate One, and your boy Gil is in the building. And we back at y'all with another radio call, and we finna cook. You guys already know. We got this interesting fight, man, that's coming up. And a lot of people sleeping on Barbosa. A lot of people, man, we're going to talk about it, okay? Tiofimo Lopez versus Arnold Barbosa, man. And I'm a guy, Tio, he's wishy-washy to me, bro. It's like, it's like when you pick against Tio, he shows up and he shock you, you know. But when you try to pick with Tio, it's like even though he wins the fight, it's like he don't look good. He's kind of iffy. He's kind of iffy. Yeah. I was one of those guys who picked Loma to beat him, you know. And but I did pick Barbosa to beat Tio because that's a whole nother video. But I did pick that fight. But
I had it the same way though. But I thought Tio was gonna come in emotional, and that's exactly what he did.
Yeah,
and I knew it was gonna play out like that, bro.
Me too. He was talking about he's just gonna knock George Kambosos out and all that shit. Talking about in 2 rounds. He was just talking too much shit. I said, man, listen, Kambosos. He's not a bad fighter, okay? Kambosos is the type of person, if you sleep on him, oh, you're in for a long night. You got to really take him serious. So I knew that. So I picked George Kambosos, but like I said, when I pick against Tiofimo Lopez, well, not in that fight though, but I pick against him in the Loma fight, and he shows up and he shocks me. I picked Josh Taylor to beat his ass too, and he showed up in that fight and he got me. But then I even picked him to beat what's the guy's name? The one
Sandor Martin?
Yeah, I picked Sandor Martin in that fight. No, I picked Tiofimo in that fight, but I knew Sandor Martin was a good opponent. But I still picked Tiofimo Lopez, and I personally thought Sandor Martin won that fight. But of course,
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I had Sandor Martin from the beginning. I thought he had enough skill to make it complicated. Because I remember watching him against Mikey. I was like, this guy's good. He don't have power, but he's good.
He got talent.
So it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah. He that's the only thing he's missing, and I personally feel like Sandor Martin, bro, he's one of those guys that's like we should do another call strictly on him because he got a couple robberies under his belt, man.
Yes.
He even won his last fight too, I thought, but that's not here nor there.
Yeah, and they didn't give it to him. I thought he won it.
I thought he won it too, but yeah, they be doing Sandor Martin dirty, but you know, I don't want to get off topic too much, but yeah. Oh yeah, and another guy too. What's his name? Ortiz. Tito.
No. I'm trying to think of the name.
The guy that faced Loma.
Oh.
His name Jermaine Ortiz.
Oh, Jermaine Ortiz. Yeah.
I picked Tiofimo Lopez to win that fight, even though he won on the scorecards. I thought fucking Jermaine Ortiz won that fight.
I thought he did enough. It was kind of a pick and poke fight. It was kind of boring.
Yeah.
But I thought Jermaine Ortiz took it. And a lot of people said, well, he didn't do anything. But yes, he did. He was boxing.
Well, they say that, but they call it running. They feel like he's running. You know, no, he was boxing. So I feel like Jermaine Ortiz won that fight. But, I mean, Tio did press the action a little more. But, no, Jermaine Ortiz was he was outboxing the shit out of fucking Tio. He
was doing his thing. He was going off the angles. And to me, I think if Tio has the right frame of mind, he should be good. And you got to remember, he has another trainer now. So I don't think his trainer will let him fall off like that, bro. I think he's going to tell him to focus, get in, and stay clicked in, bro. Like, because at times with his father, since his father's always yelling at him, I think he tunes him out. So I think with another voice in his corner, I think he should be fine, but we shall see because, like you said, there's times where he should do good that he just doesn't look like himself.
Yeah, man. And I'm wondering, and I'm glad we're picking each other's brain because I didn't even know he had a new trainer. I'm thinking he's still with Pops.
Wasn't he with Canelo's team right now?
Is that official? I thought he was just working with them.
I believe it is.
Oh, so he got Eddie Reynoso in his corner now?
I believe so. He might be a second, and his dad might be considered the first. But we could look that up, bro, because I wasn't under the impression he was with Reynoso.
Yeah, because I know he was working with Reynoso and Canelo. I didn't think it was like official as a pistol.
Well, because I've heard that's going to help out Ryan because there's going to be a lot of competition at that weight. So they should iron sharpens iron, right?
Fuck yeah, hell yeah, and that's why I was almost picking Barbosa for a minute because Barbosa's a good fighter, man. He's a good fighter. Good combinations. He can box, and he's coming off like 2 or 3 solid wins.
I'm gonna break down Barbosa for you when I get the chance, though, bro, because I saw some things in that fight against Jose Ramirez late in the fight where if Tio does that to him, he puts him down, bro. I'm serious.
Well, see, the thing is, look, I got Tiofimo winning this fight, man. I personally feel like everything you just named, and especially if he got Reynoso in his corner, okay? Because Reynoso is gonna have him focused, and I feel like Tio, he's talented. We know he got talent, speed, power, foot speed. It's like one thing about Tiofimo Lopez, it's like it's nothing he can't do in that ring. You know, he's good on the front foot, he's good on the back foot. He can box, he can bang. It's like Tio, he has talent. We all know the man got talent, but it's like some fights, it's like he just don't show up. But I wouldn't mind you breaking down Arnold Barbosa. Well, let me just make my quick prediction. I'll let you take over. I got Tiofimo Lopez winning this fight, but I don't give a fuck if nobody say Tio. He got to win this fight clearly. I don't want no bullshit where it's like, oh, robbery type of win, because he got a few controversial wins in his history, his boxing history. You guys, I don't give a fuck what none of you guys say. I'm not biased, but. Yeah, but Barbosa, man, he's coming off of, I'm not going to even lie, even though he's coming off some good wins, all these fights has been pretty close. So it's not like he's just, like, even the Jack Catterall fight, some people thought that could have went either way. I had Barbosa winning. But that's a good win to just beat Jack Catterall, arguably a former undisputed champion. So, yeah, talk to your boy, Gil.
The reason I say that Tio will probably win is because with Jose Ramirez, Jose didn't really move his head. He was there to be hit. So once Jose was able to get a little bit lower and go to the body in the 11th and 10th, 11th round, I think it was the 10th round because it only went to 10, I think. Right. I think once he went to the body, bro, he was hurting him. And late when the bell rang, you could see he got hit with the left that really shook him. So I think if Tio can stay focused, he's got this fight. Because you know that Reynoso, if he's working with Reynoso, he's going to tell him to focus on the body and break him down. And it's going to make it easier. So if he can stay focused and do what he does best and stay out of the craziness, because I think when he starts going off kind of crazy, doing his stuff on the internet, he's not really focused, and that's when he gets caught up and can get caught in the fight because he gets too focused in doing things for the fans instead of focusing on the fight itself.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah, he kind of can get sidetracked a lot. I know that about Tio. He gets caught up in trying to knock a guy out or letting the fans. Until he likes to show out when he fight. Like we know that he likes to play. He likes to showboat and shit like that. And I feel like that can cost his ass sometime too. But a guy like Arnold Barbosa, man, except for the power, man, I think this is a difficult fight for Tio. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't think it's well, of course it's not a gimme. I'm not saying nobody's saying it's a gimme, but I just feel like Tio, as long as he's on this A game, I think Tio beats Arnold Barbosa. But if he's anything off a little bit, I think Barbosa could take advantage of that shit. But
I think Barbosa's gonna make it challenging, but Tio has enough of a counter game that's gonna make it dangerous for Barbosa.
Okay, Arnold.
Because he can get caught with the counters. I've seen him get caught with certain counters with the left that it could be dangerous if it's a power puncher. So I like Barbosa because he's coming in with a mentality of I'm going to take you out, but it also opens you up too because you get in there and you might go within a fight like you're somebody else instead of fighting like within yourself. Right. So you might do stuff that's not in your character that kind of sets you up to fail that way.
Well, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, Gil, because he was getting clocked with that straight left by Jack Catterall. And Jack Catterall isn't as fast as Tiofimo Lopez. I don't see Tio stopping Barbosa. I think it'll be by decision. He may knock him down, but I haven't seen Tiofimo Lopez power at 140 at all. Like, it seemed like...
I believe he will. He will knock him down. I don't think it will be a knockout, but I do think it will be a knockdown.
Yeah, I think so too. I don't know where the power went at 135. It seemed like, man, Tio was he had. I was seeing one punch power at 135. Even
I'll tell you what
not
I think
at 140
it is.
Though. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what I think it is. He's not sitting down on the punches. He's moving way too much. I think if he was standing like with his feet planted, went for the big shots, I think he would be more powerful. But he doesn't want to get caught with anything, so he's always moving. You know what I mean? So
that makes sense.
If you have your feet planted and the power's coming, I think he would get more knockouts. But since he's always trying to avoid getting hit, he's always moving and using combinations and moving at the same time. So it minimizes the danger, but you're also minimizing the chances of you knocking somebody out.
Right, you got to pick your poison. But yeah, man, I think we cooked on this one. That's my final thoughts on it. Any more final thoughts on it? Yeah.
No, I think we covered it.
Yeah.